my first dashboard. So I can put description if it is if there is any description, so I can put any description. And if there isn't, so you can leave it blank. Here you have the option to select the folders. So you just need to select the folders in which you are going to keep this file, keep this dashboard. So let's see. Uh, we can't see any folder, so we'll create one. Dashboard folder. So under dashboard folder, we'll select the dashboard folder. Okay. Now the folder is selected, and we'll create. So here you can see there is name. Okay. So uh, this is the my first dashboard. Okay. And this is widget. Here you can add components. So when you select charts, this is the report which we have created. Just select this. One second. Okay, so this is a joint report. So its preview is not available. That means you need to just you need to add some components. Okay, and if there is any option to add component, so then only you can add. Okay, like we don't have any option to add a component here. Okay, so we'll just create a report, and thereafter we'll add a component. Okay. So here we have all the columns. Okay, so we'll remove all the columns. And after removing, just refresh it. Okay, so you have to, when if you want to add some columns. Okay, so here just uh, opportunity name. So click on opportunity name. Okay, opportunity type, stage, amount. So these are the four fields by which we'll create our report. Okay, so here you can see there is filters. So in filter, we'll select the dates. Okay, so range, all time, apply. opportunity status any. Okay, so when a report is ready, okay, we'll just save this new opportunities report. uh, so we'll run this report. Okay, so this is the opportunity report, and now here you'll have in some reports you'll have some option to add charts. Okay. uh, right now we don't have any option to add charts. Okay, so I'll just go to dashboards. uh, all folders. Report, let me see the report, my report. Yes, this is the report. Okay. Okay, so here is an option to add it to dashboard. Okay, so you can directly add it from here. My dashboard. So when these are the components, okay, these are the types of display, whichever you want. Okay, right now we have only one type of display which is available. So this depends on the org which you are using. Okay, so when you click on add, okay, you'll see like you can adjust it. You can adjust the length, the width. Okay, so you can adjust the dimensions of report. You can add up uh, add some components to this report, like you can add some more reports to a single page. Okay, let me see if there is any option to add. So we don't have any option to add some components, some displays. Okay, this is how you can means create. You can add more than one component to a report, and you can create according to your requirement, or according to your the view whichever you want. Okay, and you just need to save this and then click on done. So this is the report. Okay, so this is the dashboard of your report. So this is how you can create dashboards. Okay, so that was some information about dashboards. Now we'll in today's session we'll see about sandboxes. Okay, so when we go to our org, let me go to setup. Okay, so suppose when we are searching for sandboxes, so you can see there is no any option of getting sandboxes. Okay, so when so in real time there is no concept of developer edition. This is developer edition. Okay, so in real time there is no concept of developer edition. Whatever we have worked in this developer edition is only for our practice. Okay, so you can say this is a demo of whatever you are going to do in real time. So this is a demo of that. Okay, and in real time whatever we do, we need to purchase some licenses. Okay, we need to purchase production organization. Okay, so there are, as we talk about licenses, there are four types of licenses, which Salesforce provide. So we'll see about those licenses, as well as uh, go to production organization and we'll go to professional edition and we'll create some sandboxes, and we'll see how sandboxes work. Okay. So types of licenses, if we talk about, types of licenses, I'll- sorry, LIC. Okay, so there are four types of licenses. The first one is essentials. The second one is professional. Third one is enterprise, and the fourth one is unlimited. So basically, these are the four types of uh, licenses that Salesforce provide. Okay, and these are the licenses having different limitations. Okay, if we talk about essentials, this license will have some limitations, and if we move on to professional, then this will have some liberty than essentials. So we'll see how what are these licenses. Okay, so let's go to our application and we'll see under company information. We'll see this is about user license. Okay, here this is developer edition. Okay, and you can see there is a limited data like uh, used space is 591 kb, which is 12%. Okay, so when you click on view, you'll see data storage is limited to 5 MB, file storage is limited to 20 MB, and big object storage means you can uh, store up to 10 lakh big objects. Yes, 10 lakh big objects. Okay, so now this is as you know that this is professional edition. This is developer edition. So similar to this, we'll create a professional edition. Okay, and thereafter we'll create a sandbox. So in real time, what happens in real time? There is a sandbox. Okay, and similar to this, similar to this sandbox. Okay, there is production. Okay, so we can say that these both these things are related to professional edition. So both these are having some having professional edition license. Okay, so when you are having professional edition license, you have some liberty to use uh, some objects, some licenses. Okay, so suppose this is a sandbox, and this is production environment. So this is production and this is professional edition. So what happens, you can see the working, how it works. Okay, so whatever developmental activities is done in production is pushed to sandbox. Okay, so in real time you'll have many sandboxes. Okay, so that also depends on licenses. So whatever developmental activities have will be pushed to production and will be pushed to sandboxes. And in sandboxes, it has means in real time you'll have many sandboxes and as many users also. Okay, like sandbox 1 is used by user 1, so sandbox 2 is used by user 2. Okay, so in real time you'll have hundreds of sandboxes and hundreds of users also. So what happens when something is created, when some developmental activities is done in production, it is pushed to sandbox. Then through this sandbox, okay, uh, the users do other developmental activities and then they push it to production. Okay, so there is a time of refreshing. In real time, if we talk about large companies, so they keep up around 6 months time for refreshing. Okay. And if we talk about production organization, so in production organization, it depends on licenses, how much time is given for refreshing. Okay. So sandbox refreshing, that means whatever has been done in different production organizations, okay, that is pushed to sandbox, and whatever has been done in sandbox, that is pushed to production. So everything is aligned, that means refreshing means that is okay. So when data is pushed to, when some data is, or some development that activities has been done in production and it is pushed to sandbox, so then it goes to the users, or development, or you can say it goes to, yes, those users who are doing developmental activities. Okay. So they just need to take those datas, and along with those datas they will have to do whatever they are asked. Okay. So they will do their developmental activities also, and when they push it to production, okay, so there will be sandbox refresh. So when it is refreshed, like 50 people pushed their developmental activity to production. Okay. So at that time, whatever production they have done, whatever developmental activities they have done, so everything will be aligned. Okay. And thereafter it is pushed to sandboxes to do further more developmental activities. That means suppose there are four users. Okay. So one user is doing some work on a different object. Okay. Like uh, let us consider any object. Yes, if we consider candidate object. Okay. So some users are working on candidate fees, some users are working on candidate uh, on developing candidate fees field, some users are working on developing candidate uh, total amount fee. Okay. So some are working on their address. So when they push it to production, after working on sandbox they push it to production, then it is aligned, and then it is prepared. Okay. So then thereafter, when it is aligned and it is sent to sandboxes for further more activities, okay, for further more developmental activities, then it is said that you can have all the data. Means now the second time when you are having some data, so at that time you will have all the data of previous, as means your data as well as the data of those three developers who are working, who are doing the developmental activities. So this is about sandboxes. Okay. So we'll see how sandbox is created. So in real time we don't have any authority to create a sandbox, but uh, we can, Google gives us a chance to create a sandbox for 30 days trial. Okay. So we'll see how we can create sandboxes. So let's go to our, and here, for creating sandboxes we just need to sign up with professional edition. Okay. So here in Google we'll search for uh, sign up with 30 days trial Salesforce. So you'll see start your 30-day free trial. Okay. So just search for one thing. Okay. Here you can see there is PE. Okay. PE, that means this is professional edition. Okay. So when you see this PE, so you'll have to click that link having PE, right? So here you just need to put your name. After putting these values, we'll click on next. So thereafter you need to put a valid email address. So thereafter put the company name. Here you just need to put the number of employees, language, and your agreement. Start my free trial. So here it is mentioning that your free trial is on its way in your inbox. Okay. So now let's check our inbox. So it will take some time, right? So here there is some questions. Okay. So here it is mentioning that please check your email. Okay. Please check your email to verify your account. Just so you know, you can only log back in once you confirm your email. Okay. So now I just need to check my email. Okay. So it will come. I'll check it after some time. Okay. So here you can see it is mentioned 30 days left in trial. Okay. So this is the production environment, professional edition, right? You can't do any developmental activities in this. You just need to have a sandbox for this. Okay. First, let me. Yes, I have got a mail here. So I'll just log out from this. And when in my mail, you can see this is the username. Okay, this is the username. I'll click on verify account. Here you will get okay. So now you can see we have 30 days left in trial. Okay, so this is the production environment. Now all I need to do is I have verified my account. Okay, so I have logged into this, and thereafter, so this is a production environment, and for logging into production environment, you'll have to log in with uh, production URL. Okay, so here I am going to log out, and after logging out, I'll use production URL. Okay, which is login.salesforce.com. So here you can see we have logged in. Okay, and now we'll go to first we'll go to setup. Let me go to setup. So here when you search for sandboxes, so when you search for sandboxes, you can see there is an option of sandboxes. Okay, so here this is developer, and uh, as I said, you'll get some licenses. So this is a set of 10 licenses. Okay, so that means 10 users can work at one time in this sandbox. Okay, yes, so we'll create a sandbox. So when we create a sandbox, our license will be used. So just click on new. So I'll name it as this one. Okay, so here related to this license developer. Okay, so here you can see there is a 1 day refresh interval. The capacity is 200 MB. Okay, and there are some features also, and license number of licenses 10 available. So when you talk about developer pro, it will be interval of refresh 1 day. Okay, and the capacity increases to 1 GB, Partial copy, you can see 5 days refresh interval. And when you talk about full version, so it will have 29 days as refresh interval. Okay, so everything has some different time of refreshing and some different features. So it depends on the type of uh, license which we are working. So here, after selecting this one, production, and after naming that, we'll click on next. So here, we'll name it as, we'll leave the Apex class. Okay, all active users. Okay, so we'll just create it. So here you can see this is in queue. Okay, so it will take some time. That means it may take today's time. Okay, now I'll search for company information. So here you can see, like, whatever we have did in the production environment. So we had only two licenses of Salesforce. Here we are having total five licenses. Okay, okay. So this was about licenses. Okay, so now, as you can see, uh, this is in queue. Okay, creating sandboxes is in queue, and the process has started. So it's processing. Okay, and it will take, means the progress is 27%, so it will take some time. Okay, so what we'll do, okay, so I will now see, like, how this works. Okay, so suppose we have some developers, like developer one. Okay, so developer one has done some changes. So developer one has done change one and change two. Okay, now there is also a developer called developer two. Okay, so developer two has done change three and four. Okay, so he has done change three and change four. So now what happens? Developer one and developer two. Okay, after doing these changes, they push it to production. So whatever the change they have made, they push it to production. And what happens then? So in production, you'll have change 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So in production, you'll have these changes. So now, if there is one more developer, okay. So if there is developer 3, and he wants to do change 4 and 5. Oh, sorry, 5 and 6. Okay. So he wants to do some changes 5 and 6. So what he will do? Okay, he will just need these changes. He will just need changes 1 and changes 2, changes 3 and changes 4. Okay. So and this developer means a developer is developer 1 is doing change 1 and 2. Okay. So for doing change 3 and 4, developer 2 will also need developer 1's data. Okay. So here developer 1 will do some change and he will push it to production. Okay. Developer 2 will do some change and he will push it to project production. Okay. And thereafter in sandboxes, developer 3. Okay. So developer 3 will take those data from production or from sandboxes, and then he will do some changes. Okay. So that is how it works. Means every time. So as you can see, this for doing this change 5, 4 and 5. Okay. Developer 3 will require these data. Okay. Developer 3 will require these data for doing changes 5 and 6. Okay. So when this is pushed from production to sandbox, then he will get changes 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. And thereafter he will do some changes 4 means 5 and 6, and he will push it to production. And thereafter from production it will go to the users, means the developer, these developers. So that is how it works. Okay. Means whatever they are developing. Okay. So these are sandboxes, you can say these are sandboxes. So whatever they are developing in their sandboxes, this is pushed to production. Okay. And whatever is pushed to production is pushed to means suppose changes 1, 2 and 3 and 4 is pushed to production, and it is taken to sandbox again. Taken to sandbox change 1 and 2 is aligned to change 3 and 4. Okay. Thereafter it is again pushed to production sandbox, and then some other developer or that developer also, so they are doing some other changes by taking all those previous data, and they also again push it to production. Okay. So this continues until the process ends. Okay. So this is how uh, sandbox works. So let's see if our sandbox is ready to use or not. Okay, so it's not ready now. Okay. I hope it will be ready from by tomorrow. Okay, so if you have a question regarding this, just let me know.
You don't mind once again explain dashboard, sir?
Yes,
Once again, can you explain dashboard, sir? How to connect to report?
you are not clearly audible. Uh,
Once again, can you explain dashboard, sir?
okay, dashboards.
Yes, sir. How to
Dashboard
connect to
is nothing.
reporting?
Dashboard is nothing. Just it's a representation. It's a graphical representation. Okay, of some data which you have created in reports. Okay, so
Okay, it
this
is
is
connected dashboard, sir.
yes.
Okay, oh, okay, sir. Yes, sir.
So this is a dashboard related to the report which we have created. Okay, means this is
Yes,
the
sir.
representation of your report, just like preview. So although we have right now we don't have any component. Okay, so when you create a dashboard, you just need to add some components like this one. So here you'll get some option to create to add some components. Okay, so and when you add some components, so it will be like chart. You are adding chart or table or image, anything. Right now this is not working. Like when you create this. Okay, okay, so you can display it like this one: stacked bar chart, donut. Okay, so these are the metrics. So these are the types of report. Okay, displays you which you can see from this report. Okay, this will be done only when components has will be added to your report. Okay, so no components has been i I haven't seen any components, that's why it hasn't been added. But in real time you can add some components, and thereafter means every component will be available. So it depends on the org which you are using. Okay, so these components are not available for this org, that's why I fail to use this. Okay, so I just need to create simply uh, which I have created. Like you can add components like this. Okay. And if no component is available, then you can just select this one and add. So you'll get like this. Okay, and when you save this and just click on done, so you'll get this kind of preview. So that is dashboard only.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, okay, so we'll see about sandboxes, okay, in our tomorrow session. So that's all for today. Let's meet in our tomorrow session.